Oh, what is we have here, boy? Alright, let me show you. It's very simple. Starting from the beginning, right? So this is my bee stand, and I want to improve on it. What happened is, okay, check out this. Across here is what? You could say 17 and a half, right? That is the width and the length of this bee stand. Let me see. The hook good there. Alright, we're hooking it there. And it is 11 feet 3 inches. Now, previously, years gone by, I would put 4 colonies on this stand. However, I changed up my tactics. Now I'm putting 5, and that is the width and the length. Now the height is 2 feet. You see it there? 2 feet. 2 feet from the top to the bottom, right? Now here's the thing. I have been trying this method for some years now, and it's working real nice. So you see this here? This is a porcelain tile, and you could put a bigger piece of tile if you want. And inside this container is a car tire, piece of a car tire, right? And what I did was, I'll show you. I only recently put on this foot onto it, and I wanted to make sure you understand this thing good. Now in this container I'll put old engine oil, car oil, truck oil, any kind of oil, and inside here I'll put a piece of the car rubber, right? Now this is what I will do. I'll put it on like that, right? And I'll make it sit down on top there. So what this is for is so that if you're using a machine in the area and it causing vibration, the vibration wouldn't go up the legs and interfere with the bees, because bees don't like vibration. Because of the car rubber inside of there, the bees wouldn't get vibration. So you could go there, you could run with a tractor and any kind of heavy machinery, and most of the time, I ain't say that it will stop it all entirely, but it will reduce it to such a point that the bees wouldn't bother you at all. Especially the type of bees that I have, which is Africanized bees. Right? Now, that is one thing. The oil inside of there is going to prevent the ants from, especially those army ants, from coming up and getting up here and coming into your colonies and eating out your bees. You just do that in the night, Yeah, man, from the time you see it start to get a little dusk, they come in, right? So the oil will take care of that. However, what I have noticed is that because of the smell of the oil, the bees will go inside the container here and get drowned, because they're trying to take away that oily smell. And more bees being drowned inside of that oil, then it begins to smell very foul, very nasty. So much so that the amount of bees dying inside of there could almost fill up the container. So I decided to get rid of that, and I'm doing it in a different way now. I'm going to be removing totally remove this container, right? Taking out the container all entirely, and I'm going to be doing it this way now, by putting the car tire there, right, and putting on the legs, not the foot, putting on the foot on the bee stand. Now, as you would see here, this one don't have no foot. I have already gone through and put on the foot and all the other legs. I'll leave this one here for last to show you. Right? So you could follow me clearly as to how I'm doing that thing. So I'm putting it there, and what I have to do now is I have to weld it. So hold on. So if you bear with me a little bit, you'll see how I weld that. Alright, here we go once again. We're going to put on a little couple beads of weld in there. Okay, let's weld it up now. Okay, that's one way to do it. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So now that that is welded, the next thing we do is we put a piece of foam on the top here so that we could put the oil in this instead. Right? So coming back to this thing here, we're taking the same ceramic, no porcelain, the harder one. Right? Putting a piece of tile. Putting a piece of tile on this here. Right? And then we put the car tire on top there like that. Trying to do this thing one hand for earlier, you know. Right. So we put the car tire here. Wow, that's hot boy. I'll be burn my hand, you know. Right? Put the car tire. We have the hard tile. Put the car tire. We put the foot, and then we could put this foam. If you don't put it in before, you could put it in, you know, you could just make up, use a knife and cut it and put it around and tie it with tie strap or something, and then you will put the old oil. Right, you put the oil there, so the oil will saturate in the foam and it will stay there, and it will do the same job as if you have the container. The only difference is with the container it will keep the oil in there, but with this the oil will spill all the way around. But that's not a problem. Once the ants smell that, and they won't be able to pass to come up and do damage to your bees. So this is a improvement to the bee stand. Let me just take out this noisy thing. That's an improvement to the bee stand right there. And all I need to do now is to paint it up and get it ready for, in case I want to expand, put more bees, or if I want to change the one that the bees are on now and paint up the old one, replace it with this one. But this is an extra bee stand that I have just in case of any kind of emergency. Now here's the thing, what I used to also do previously, as you would have seen on the other stand, I would have a thinning sheet. I would have a thinning sheet in between here, covering this thingamajig that I put up here with the oil and so on. Now that is in case it rain and the rainwater get into the container, it will float all the oil out. So that is why I had put the covering over it. However, you have plenty oil all about the place. You could always get engine oil. And not having the container there now, you just have to make sure and keep putting back engine oil to saturate in this sponge, or this we just call it sponge, but you all might know it as foam, and that will do the job very nicely. So I have some of that on the legs of the B-stand in the back, as you would have seen, and this is what I do to make sure that I don't ever have to be worried about ants at all. So folks, this is the kind of thing I'm getting up to, all these antics. And remember, all these good bees coming to you right here from the good honey bee yard, beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad. Yeah man, live and direct, you see that there? Right. So this is finished. So I just have to sit back and relax now. Well, here was the thing, thanks for watching, thanks for liking and sharing, and appreciate all the comments that you have been giving to me. And I'll have to come back to you in the next one, you know. I have some other project going on, which I will shoot out to you as soon as I complete it, as per usual. Yeah. So don't forget that thumbs up. And for all of you who didn't know, I appreciate when you subscribe. So laters, bye for now, TTFN.